the best Takara Tomy ripcords and my current launcher setup for that. So really quick, let's take a look at it here, you guys. Go look at it. It is super extra, I know, but hey, it's part of my style and what I enjoy doing with this game. So just to break it down for you really quick, as you can see here, I added a funny little bear. I like kind of bear characters and certain animals and stuff. And this guy is such a gentleman with his umbrella and his little red boots. So this guy is a trooper. He's a champ. Awesome. So since you guys will be wondering about that, I wanted to obviously talk about it and show it first. Now, just so you know, this doesn't get in the way too. I think what's important to realize though is when you're launching, you're decorating, or doing whatever, you don't want this to interfere with the game. Now, yes, there is a slight chance that this could possibly fall off or something like that. So it is a little bit of a risk, but before any big event or playing, I just double check to make sure. Plus, I don't make any contact with this because when I'm going to go ahead and launch here, it doesn't interfere whatsoever. This extra piece here, make sure that it's far, far away from this. Another thing is when customizing your stuff, you want to make sure that nothing comes in contact with this area or the bays. And again, when it's time, it's like there's plenty of space here. I'll probably even cut this off if I wanted to. But again, I've been playing with this for a long time. It's been fine. But again, if you're going to customize your bay, be careful because anything that you add extra could definitely interfere with and become a problem. Now, with that being said, though, I have, again, a lot of fun. I like doing my own custom stuff. So I made this. And basically what it is, it's the launcher grip here. It's the light launcher here. And it's the carabiner. And what I've done with this, I've actually removed the two the two stock plastic pieces here. They're gray. And I put this metal one here. And then I added this more curved and molded white one here on the back. So that sticks out a little bit more. And the reason is, when I hold this, it actually fits my grip perfectly. Now, I do have the back attachment for the metal, and I have the front attachment for this white mold. But again, I found when I'm doing my ripcord that this feels the most comfortable. And I even have this extra point here. It's kind of like, it's almost like having a choil or like a trigger where I can actually choke up a little bit higher. Or I can even put my finger up here. I actually like putting it right above this little loophole here. And this is probably my most preferred grip. And again, it feels the most ergonomic to me, and it gives me a lot more stability, control, and power to rip. And I like this just because, I'm also into like survival gear and stuff like that. So having the ability to just attach this to a backpack or a belt loop or something, or, even hang something decorative here is always a bonus, So can't go wrong with it. And then this attachable piece here, the only thing you gotta be careful about, I added a twist tie here because this latch tends to open up and then you can actually get it, like basically as you can see, it slides a little bit and it might like get pushed off. So the reason, there's two reasons I added a twist tie here. Number one, it helps prevent this from opening. Second of all, when I'm not playing, I can just actually use this as kind of like a sheath. So I just put this here and then I'm good to go. You know what I mean? So that way it's not hanging out that way. This takes up less room. It's a lot more clean, a little bit easier for me to carry around. So that's what I do right there. So I have the twist tie for that. So it's another mod. But yeah, so really quickly too, I put two stickers here so that you can, differentiate which side goes up for the cord when you insert it into the dual launcher. Bam. And the reason why I upgraded to this one, this is the one right now that's more readily available from Takara Tomy. And it is, again, a dual light launcher. And it comes with this grip. And this one is phenomenal because this material here feels almost like a stronger plastic, almost like a polycarbonate. It is hollow at the top, but not at the bottom or not on these sides here. And it just has such a tremendous amount of purchase to rip. So I think, the rip cords are still a tad bit stronger than the strings. Perhaps I haven't tested recently. I know they're releasing newer string launchers, so maybe that might change. But still, this has the, the more tactile feel. Plus, with string launchers, talk about, stuff getting in the way. I've seen a lot of instances where people who are string launching, if you let go, you can actually get your string launcher tied up with your opponent. So I think people need to be a lot more careful about that. For me, personally, I don't ever let go. I'll always just draw it back slowly. Or if I'm gonna let go, I make sure I pull it far enough away from my, my opponent or from the the stadium. So that being said, I still prefer ripcord launchers. However, I do have a string launcher set up that I'm in the process of upgrading, and I will be doing a video on that, shortly, or as soon as I get that complete. And depending on the situation and stuff and how I'm feeling, I can, switch between the two. But I really have fun using the ripcords. Again, they're very tactile, the solidness. It does feel like you're drawing a weapon, and they do feel a bit stronger so far than the string launchers. So there you guys go. That's why this is my main setup. And now let me quickly talk about my choice of ripcord. So the nice thing though is this comes with Ace Dragon, and this one comes with Revive Phoenix, and this comes with a red gearbox, like this. However, the gearbox on this is right only. Again, this is a dual. The Ace Dragon one here, all right, so here's the Ace Dragon, and then is black like this. Now this one actually has worn out, so that's why I'm happy to have also changed to this. And also I like how this has kind of an ivory white color. This here has a more standard pure white, just like this one, but I like the kind of pearlescent ivory on this one. This one is stealth, it's basic, but as I've said, this gearbox is already worn out for me. So a lot of the times when I pull, I hear, and I can even feel right now, the gears here slip, so I'm not getting the full power. So again, this one has a red version of this, but it is only single. These two are both dual launcher. This one is really cool, the Revive Phoenix one. I'll show you right here, because it does have this cool Phoenix bird motif. And then the back is hollow just in the center. The thing about this one though is that it is actually thinner. It's a little bit thinner and flimsier than this one. And as you can see here, there you go. You can definitely see that this one is indeed thinner. This one is thicker and stronger. So I haven't used this one really. Again, it's only a right launcher and it's a little bit flimsier. However, it does have the same length as the Ace Dragon, so that's good. And the thing about that is this one is actually shorter. So when I measure them side by side and I count, as you can see, the Ace Dragon one, it has about 6 more teeth in it. And the other interesting thing is that this is fully toothed or teethed, and then this one has a blank zone here in the beginning. Also though, I noticed that mine has already somewhat suffered some damage right where the treads normally start, or the teeth or the treads normally start on this one. That very first one right there has somehow got nicked from being used. So I'm not sure if that's why they decided to do this. And maybe, again, these first gears here or teeth don't even really matter when you launch. The other thing that I kind of liked initially with this one, what's cool though, also by the way, this one does not have any kind of compatibility with these dual launchers, but these ones actually work just fine, so they are interchangeable. However, this one is a vertical, which I thought I liked. I mean, at the end of the day, whichever one I'm using, I'll adapt to. But this one is vertical, and this one can only be inserted horizontal, like this. You can't really turn this. However, this one, man, again, has such a great amount of purchase here. Feels like a higher quality piece than these. These look really cool, don't get me wrong. These look cool, but they're indeed, a lot smaller, as you can see. So all in all, I prefer this setup. It is, again, only about 6 gears, about 6 teeth shorter, but I feel like I still get pretty much the same amount of power, for sure, if not a little bit more, now that I'm able to get more purchase here. So there you go. I definitely recommend this, 100%. This isn't bad at all. And the last one I want to talk about is a sword launcher. This is amazing. This one is equivalent to this because they both have the same length. As far as their ripcords go, it's the exact same length. And this one too, it's nice because it really feels like I'm unsheathing. It's a little bit trickier because I only really get a finger and a thumb purchase here, but you really emulate that feel and you can still rip. I mean, it's a different motion too, so this actually might be better. But, you know, this is still tremendously fun to have, and it feels really, really solid once more. And, you know, I've added the stickers to this one now. And again, having the digital gauge here too is really, really cool. So I'm really happy with these. These are my two favorite launchers that I always use for sure. And then, like I said, the third one I have coming soon is another similar modded version of this, but I have a string launcher attachment for it. I'm just in the process of getting a new string launcher, and then I'll show you guys that. So again, can't go wrong. I mean, there's not that many ripcord options. This one is still good if you're gonna pick up the Ace Dragon, which I recommend you do. I mean, this just comes with great pieces for the GT era. And then of course, a lot of people who've also played in that era will probably have picked up Boom, Revive Phoenix, and this is the one that, as I mentioned before, it comes with the red one. I'll actually bust this out really quick. It matches really, really well if you go in single color theme. But again, it is only a single right launcher. All right, well there you guys go. Hope you like it. Again, I have so much fun with this little custom setup. It's really cool, and I like doing stuff like this. To a lot of the things that I enjoy. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think, you know, whether this is too extra for you or not. It's all good. I mean, you can just keep it simple if you want. Just use these two pieces and you're good to go. But I still think the carabiner is really nice. Also with the carabiner, you know, you can always just attach this separately to this and this, so you don't have to even use this handle. So maybe if you want, you can just go like this. So it's really up to you. Either way, you can't go wrong, and you know the grips as well. It's up to you. They make rubber slotted ones, which feel a little bit more like smushy. You know, might be kind of good. But again, I prefer having this custom here with the metal grip because it just fits my hand better. I tried all different combinations, and they all sometimes like it gets in the way or something if I do the other ones. So really cool. Again, this is a big part of the game, so I recommend you try these out if you can. Or take a chance and purchase them, because I'm sure you'll find some way to configure it to your liking. They also have like extra weights and stuff. I think that might be a little too much. I don't want to make it that much heavier. I mean, this already for me has created a good balance. That's another reason why having this up here and just this right above the launcher creates a good balance, good hold. And I like that kind of feel and that feedback. So there you guys go. Again, can't go wrong with these for sure for Takara Tomy. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. Don't forget, always say your prayers, stay thankful, and stay blessed.